Once upon a time, in a little town by the sea, there lived a curious boy named Tommy. Tommy loved adventure, and every day, he would explore the fields, climb trees, and race through the streets with his pet hamster Nib. But Tommy had a secret. He loved collecting strange and magical things. One afternoon, while exploring his grandmother's attic, Tommy found something that made his eyes pop wide open. An old, dusty teacup with colorful flowers painted on it. It didn't look special, but it felt warm in his hands. Suddenly, the teacup began to glow. "Whoa!" Tommy gasped. Before he could say another word, the teacup lifted into the air, spinning like a top. "Tommy, grab it," squeaked Nibbles, who had somehow jumped onto the teacup. Tommy, still amazed, jumped onto the flying teacup, and together with Nibbles, they soared into the sky. Up and up they went, past the rooftops, past the clouds, until they reached a magical land where everything was made of candy. There were lollipop trees, cotton candy clouds, and gummy bear rivers. The grass was made of green jelly, and even the mountains were shaped like giant ice cream cones. "Wow, Nibbles, we're in a candy kingdom," Tommy shouted, his mouth watering. But just then, a giant chocolate dragon flew by, blowing cocoa mist everywhere. Tommy realized. Tommy knew he had to be brave. He pulled out his magic teacup, which glowed even brighter, and whispered, "Teacup, take us to the golden lollipop." The teacup zoomed towards the dragon, who roared in surprise. The dragon growled. But Tommy wasn't afraid. With a little giggle, he whispered, "I don't want to steal it. I just want a taste." He jumped off the teacup, grabbed a piece of the golden lollipop, and handed it to the dragon. "Here, we can share." The dragon blinked in surprise, then smiled. "You're the first person to ever offer me a taste. You're welcome in my kingdom anytime." From that day on, Tommy and Nibbles had the best adventures, flying on their magic teacup, exploring candy lands, and sharing their snacks with everyone. And whenever they needed a break, they'd take a sweet ride back home, knowing that kindness and adventure were always the best ingredients for a happy story. Moral of the story: being kind to others, even if they seem big or scary, can turn enemies into friends.